Have some fun. Hey, look, make like that's a helicopter, right? And I'm bringing the helicopter. My helicopter is landing on this landing pad just for you. And wait a second, I gotta get my passport. I got a helicopter, so I gotta get my passport in the shot there. There you go. How about that? Now, since I was on a helicopter, let me get a little refreshing drink here. Seeded watermelon. Hard to find other places, you know. Oh, but because I had to blend it in my blended watermelon, you know, take the watermelon, then I put a kombucha, aparajita, Indian, a natural fizzy probiotic drink. So I use it as the water, you know, when you put the watermelon in the blender, you can't just go to it. You put some water in it, but I use kombucha, mildly sweet served chilled kombucha from India. So that's why I've been, sorry, I'm going on. Hey, Instagram, it's me, T, from the Pattersons, taking the train to Tibet. And well, this is how I used to, when I first started posting on the internet, stories about myself, I always had a drink, a healthy drink, and I would say what it is, and I read the ingredients. Let me read the ingredients. Let's go back to the root of how I used to do these things. Appalachia, rich in probiotics and antioxidants, kombucha can help to promote digestion, provide energy, and improve your gut health. Oh, good. Naturally fermented with live kombucha culture and minimal sugar. Oh, that's good. This drink is fuzzy, mildly acidic, and pronounces the flavor of that. That's what it is. So that's all it says on here. Pack and eat. Extra 6 months from the date of the ding. Oh, okay. Healthy. That's what I used to do. I don't do that now. I just come on and say, hey, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Except when I get to the States, I think I'm going to reinstitute the making of. Oh, don't worry about that part. Just a second, I got to take, this is really good. I know it's a Virgo mug, but it's the only mug that was here. Oh, today is Wednesday. It's a world day. Think about things, the world, the worldly world. You know, talk about the worldly world. Let me get this worldly, this is back down. No, okay. Okay, no, because it's Wednesday. Well, tomorrow is audio drama day, my favorite. In fact, I might touch on a little bit of audio drama as far as how to use it right today. Friday is a wrap up with things that I missed during the week. Saturday, whatever comes to my head. Sunday, I do a reading and then I riff off the reading. Mondays is a me day, talk about me. Tuesday is U.S. Day. This is World Day. I want to look. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, I am. I have a commander-in-chief now. I used to have a commander-in-chief when I was in the Air Force. That happened to be the president of the United States at the time. At that time it was Richard Nixon. So Richard Nixon was my commander-in-chief. All the time I was in the Air Force. I got out 74. So he was still, he didn't get out. He didn't stop. So I had one commander-in-chief in my whole existence on thing, and that was. But then I guess I was obligated 2 years after that. After you get out, then do your 4 years, and after you get out, they can still call you up for service. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be in the national. Anyway, so technically, I guess Gerald Ford was also my commander-in-chief. The only maybe it's the only unelected president and vice president that would be Nelson Rockefeller in the whole history. But let's go to the world thing. This is more important. Things is happening, things happen. My commander-in-chief. Oh man, people. Sorry, I usually have this thing off. This is one of those annoying calls, you know. Look, you heard my Prince ringtone. That's from the extended version of Little Red Corvette. It says Mayday. I like that part. I mixed that myself. Anyway, because I'm a radio man. So anyway, back to the point. So, my commander-in-chief is Commander Ibrahim. He said, Commander, who was that? You know, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the head of the Burkina Faso government. I call him my commander-in-chief because, well, I can choose my own commander-in-chief now because I can. I do stuff that I feel like I can do. Anyway, so he's done some extraordinary things. everybody's talking about the tomato factory, or they're talking about the agriculture he's doing, taking some prisoners, he's giving another way to earn a living. You know, because I always deal with the downtrodden. I always try to. That's me. Forget me right now. We're talking about Commander Ibrahim. Sorry. But more important, then you got the gold thing happening. He's got all kinds of stuff happening. They got all kinds of things in a very short period of time. Now here's the thing. When he first got there was a couple of assassination attempts that didn't happen, and then after there's more assassination attempts. Now here's the problem. I'm not talking assassination. I don't want to put that vibe out there. However, if you see why he has a heavy armed guard, right? Then he has to. But here's the thing. If you notice, for instance, I was walking 125th Street one time, and the minister was speaking. Farrakhan was speaking there. It was a Harlem week or something like that. And I just fringed the crowd, just looking. I said, oh, okay. Because I was going by, and a brother came up, real brother, one of my fraternity brothers came out and said, oh, what you, hey, man, how you doing? I said, hey, how you doing? I said, yeah. He said, what you doing here? I said, man, I'll just walk by his friend and listen to the minister. And he said, oh, you don't need this. Because they know me since whatever, you know, they understand whatever. But he was saying that the minister, when he's talking to crowds, and the kind of people, he's talking to a certain groupings of people. Now, remember, this brother that I was talking to, he's like, the FOI, there's official FOI, and then they have FOI all in the crowd, all over the place, you know what I mean? So they always keeping an eye. Why the minister ain't been off because. And remember, the FOI was started by Malcolm, and most of the people that came from the minister came for the Muslims, black Muslims, Islam, whatever you want, whatever. I'm not saying whatever. I'm saying, you know, a lot of them got recruited from jail, like Malcolm. You know, they found it, and, you know, whatever. So you know that a lot of people have criminal backgrounds, if you want to put it that way. That's why when Malcolm said, look, he basically said, I started them. If they want to get me, they're going to get me. That's why Malcolm didn't have no fear of death and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying right now. So I'm saying that I'm sure it's got to be because Commander Ibrahim, I'm sure he reads. I know he has to read, and he can speak English too. So he's reading. He's probably reading in English and French and whatever local language, whatever. I know he knows a lot of stuff. So I'm sure he has people. Then now and plus the citizens love him. Hey, if your citizens love you, they're going to be looking out too. Hey, what that guy got in his pocket, that kind of thing. So I think he's safe in his country, hopefully, right? Now, here's the thing. The problem is with other African leaders, and not that he's showing them up, he's showing them the way. And a lot of young people, they're actually saying, we want him as our president. Look, if Africa, for years we would say that Africa was, Africa was treated like a country, right? You know, now they talk about the United States of Africa. I hate that, United States of Africa. At least say the United Republics. Look, I think Africa should be one country. I mean, there's 55 nations, depending how you call them. There's 55 nations, and we got 50 states, 55 nations. We got one without and then you had that each nation still has their governors, or you don't call these presidents governors. My point is, now he's got to watch out about other nations, talking bad or whatever, but they can't because the citizens, that's what I'm saying, the citizens of Africa seeing what's going on. They can see, hey, this can, and so they're saying like, hey, why can't we do that? In a short amount of time, they got crops growing, took care of their own minerals, they're feeding their people, their education is coming on board, the people who didn't have any skills, they're getting skills, whatever have you. That's why when these people say they have revolutionary governments, I say, please, let me talk about my beloved South Africa. Right now I'm in India, but I live in South Africa. It's hilarious to me because they come, I'm not going to talk about any particular parties, any particular political parties, but what are they offering? The same things, because they want to get in power and do the same things. What's the same things? Get in position. So remember, a politician, All you have to do is have a silver tongue. You don't need a degree. You don't need whatever. It's like a preacher. A preacher doesn't really need a degree. You just have to have a silver tongue, right? So all these a lot of these folks, they say, oh, we can't change our system because then I'll be cut out, or I'm working for the bureaucracy, and I'm lazy, and I don't want to be like, I don't want them to doge me like they do in the United States, So the point is, so he's got to watch out for this and that. So the energy's got to change, and we all got to do our thing. And my thing is everybody needs to declare, I'll command. This is your president. You have a whatever there. But we have our commander in chief is Commander Ibrahim. What he says do, we say, how do you want me to do it? That's all. That is what I'm saying. So, and here's the thing. Now, whatever you do, this is the whole thing. Whatever you do it, but you do it, and then you, with your eye, I got my bad eye here, this is the Bell's palsy, whatever, it's getting better. Keep your eye, put this way, keep your eye, as we say in the States, that little serious, on the prize. What's the prize? Ultimate liberation. How do you get ultimate liberation? By doing what you can do. Commander Ibrahim is a soldier, he's doing what he's supposed to do. You got the guys making the cars that don't need no gas, stuff like that. They do what they supposed to do. Let me bring it home. Kendrick Lamar, he do what he's supposed to do. In fact, remember, I'm a cultural revolutionary. In life, I'm an evolutionary. I evolve. But in culture, I'm a revolutionary. Let me give you a revolutionary thing, because I'm an audio dramatist. Here's what I do. I'm waiting for my people, and not waiting. I got to go back. They got tick tock people. DeBrother also say tick tock. I'm coming, and I'm coming hard. You only got a few more months. While I got to travel and heal and stuff like that. When I come back, I'm coming hard. I'm stepping on people. I'm choking people. I'm cursing people out. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I just went off. I don't really mean that because they're young people. They don't. I work with the older people too, and we do our Tai Chi and stuff like that. So, not that I don't really, I mean it. The point is this: as an audio dramatist, I'll create a character, and when they create an audio drama around it, that character will be the one that's checking out the speeches here. I got to give a report to the commander, right? And they do certain things. So as an audio dramatist, I can put out there as an audio drama, back to that point, there'll be one Africa. One Africa. Let's call that, instead of calling the United States, let's call, the name of the new country of Africa is One Africa. One Africa. Hey, see how we do in audio drama? We name things. It's easy. One Africa. You say, what's the name of your country again? One Africa? Well, what's that? Yeah. One Africa, Knee Africa. It used to be called Africa as a continent, but now we're a country, so we're one Africa. No, we're not biting off the teeth of United Nations of Africa, or United States of Africa, or the Union of Africa. No, our new country is called One Africa. You heard it here first, people. No, you can bite that. Creative Commons. Somebody pick it up. What's the name of the country? One Africa. Who can name it? Don't worry about who named it. It came through an audio drama. It came from a little birdie. A little birdie. A fellow revolutionary. A devotee of Commander Ibrahim, whatever, how we want to say it. So that's what, should I stop there? No, I'm not going to stop there. Now this is all important, right? Because as you change your mind, as you read it, you change your mind. You're not supposed to shift your mind to, what's the thing? We need to decolonize. That means you're still reacting. I hate that word proactive too, all that stuff like that. I want you to tap into who you are. The only way you can do that is first go and find out who you are. By finding out who you are, you find out your strengths. Then you start working on your strengths so that when you come up to take your place in One Africa, the new country, in One Africa, you bring something what are you bringing to the table, to the plate, to whatever you want to call it. Talk about plates. I'll show you that later. I'm going to show you that now. What are you bringing to the plate? What are you bringing? What's on your plate? This is my question. What's on your plate? Is your plate, this is a plate. Now this plate is a copper plate. Very heavy, I think it's 1 kilo. I mean, it's very heavy. Eat off of it. When you put food on here, it has this kind of plate has a certain quality that brings out the food thing like that. So you have to dig far enough into yourself, that you find that whatever you bring up, when it comes out, you have to then put it on the proper plate. The proper plate that's going to enhance it and make it good for you. In other words, when you bring it out to One Africa. One Africa is the proper plate. Not the United States of Africa, not this country or that country. One Africa is the plate that we're striving for. And we got to dig into ourselves so we can get one Africa. You got it? Okay. Talk to you all later.